Let's get the keyboard. Move to a better spot. Clunk, clunk. Yo, we got 5 people in the race. Hell yeah. JC Walk. I refuse to give up. E. Holden, I plan to not die. Good. Have luck, good fun. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. Race will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Wiggled around in midair just a bit much. Ridley? Started getting away from me a little bit for that last hit. We're 43.25. Let's get these other windows popped up. Make sure Rainwave is fully stocked. I don't mind a little rose odor. Just got 3rd place. Hell yeah. 3rd place in series, baby. That means I get to post the meme regardless of how I finish these races. It's all about showing off my memes. Clunk. I need to rewatch that one YouTube video to because I want to find God, I want to find the second eyeball. You know, like when you get Morph Ball and the eyeball on the wall opens up and scans you. There's a second one, and I watched a video explaining how to find it, but I don't remember exactly how to do it. I'm pretty sure space-time is involved. But, like, it's in, like, some item room up in Criteria somewhere, I think. Again, I need to rewatch the video. But that'd be a neat thing to try to do. I think it's in that blue door that's not the save room back there. Also, I think there's a little bit of a Homer Simpson case with me and Super Metroid. It's like every time I learn something new about this game, it forces out something that I had learned years ago. Run your ball, Jim. Yitanku. I need to figure out how to time that fucking jump differently so I'm not getting hit trying to make that. Maybe I need to try to jump up the right wall instead of the left. Damn it, Jim. Down in your ball. No. Give me the thing. Jam this crab into my gun. Please, Jim. Okay. Hell yeah. Dude, neither one of us even requested this song. It was just on Rainwave's mind. I'm sure it got voted for. That was just a little bit too soon. Mm-hmm. That was his hand, and then I fell, and it's over. And now he... The fucking shit, no! Terrible fight. Call the SWAT team. We had a terrible fight. Still, it's just still so unfortunate that Top Gear 2 doesn't have sound test. I need to bring that setup back. Because I had a TV in my other room set up a while ago that was literally just there so that I could play sound tests while I was like in the kitchen cooking or whatever. Like, it was one of the times when I was making French onion soup where I knew I was gonna have to be in the kitchen for like an hour, just straight, you know, tending to that pot of onions. So I put that TV over there, and I plugged in my N64, plugged in Mario 64, went to Dire Dire Docks, and just listened to that song for almost a full hour. I ended up swapping out to, I think, Kirby 64, because that game actually has a sound test. Smooth running tending to onions is a relaxing experience. I mean, yeah. It's relaxing and exciting all at the same time. It's exciting because you know you're just getting closer and closer to having unbelievably tasty soup. It's my favorite thing about French onion soup is the amount of flavor that you end up getting from just the humble onion and some butter. I just wish you could coax that flavor out of onions a little more simply, rather than having to cook them over low heat for an hour. I suppose if it was really that easy, everybody would be doing it. But unfortunately, we live in a world where some people think all you need to do to make onion soup is take a packet of that Lipton seasoning and just bring it to a boil. And that might be tasty, I don't know, I've never done it. But I doubt it gives you the same kind of complex flavor that you get from actually doing French onion soup right. It's not just onion powder and hot water. See, that's in the same cookbook as combining hot water and ketchup to make tomato soup. Ugh. I need it to stop being so goddamn hot outside. Like, I got lucky today. It never really got that hot. So, my fan and my air conditioning didn't need to try to freeze over hell. It's probably going to be different this weekend, though. But, like, if I try to cook anything, it will it will definitely spike the temperature in here, which is unfortunate. And that's one of the reasons why I was so, like, confused and frustrated by whatever my thermostat and my heating was doing over the course of this past winter. Where it's like, no, dickhead, I actually want it to be, like, relatively cold in my apartment so that I can be like, well, let's go cook something. warm up the apartment and give me something tasty to eat. Like, that's part of the strategy, guys. Come on. Oh. I bumped the door. Setup is not infallible. Come on, dickhead. Yeah, fuck. Missing jumps by pixels. Oh man, so I'm actually quite looking forward to the next time I decide to play some more Hellpoint. Ended up making some pretty decent progress at the end of the session last time. Ended up trying to take on one of the big enemies and actually ended up holding my own and beating him. And then I tried taking on that first boss and took me a couple attempts, but we got him in the end. But then we unlocked the observatory on the space station, which gives me a base of operations and somewhere that I can always just like return to. Yeah, dude, Hellpoint has been a surprising amount of fun. And like I was telling Ponk, I think it's because it's just not as punishing as other Souls games that I have played. And then, like I was also saying to Ponk, this makes me feel like I need to, like, reinstall the Surge and try playing that again. Possibly even seeing if an actual Souls game is on sale at some point. But I ended up, in the observatory, I found a really nice set of, like, starter armor. So my guy actually looks like a Souls character now, instead of naked robot man. Which I don't know if that was part of the charm, but we'll see. The charm of naked robot man. Got him. Pretty sure the only way I found Hellpoint had to have just been because it was very, very on sale. Because, like, I usually don't go for games that are, like, excessively gory. And I usually don't go for Souls-like games. I think the game was just on sale for, like, less than $10. Also, I didn't know that that game came out in 2020. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking that I want to see that game all the way through. Might even have to take a look at the DLC that exists for that game. I thought that was way too high, but we got Attic Spark. Let's go. So the other thing that's going to be fun about Hellpoint, once I like fully have my head wrapped around what I'm doing in that game, is I want to mess around with some of the other uh, weapons that exist in the game. Like, I want to mess around with guns, I want to mess around with magic. You know, like you mess around with other character builds in Dark Souls. I'm very curious to see how they handle magic in a dark sci-fi setting like that. Pretty sure it's mostly going to be centered around this little floating cube that you pick up. It's the odd color combination for gravity. Or the down back. Feels like the first time in a long time that that's worked out for me. What was the... Oh shit, I'm already forgetting the name of the Souls-like game that Ponk mentioned. It's the fucking samurai one. He suggested I give that one a look. Oddly enough, I feel like trying out Dark Souls 2 as opposed to trying out Dark Souls 1. I mean, it depends on which one would be available for less money. I also know that for whatever reason, people don't like Dark Souls 2. I don't really know why. The only strong opinion that I've ever had on any of those games is just that I'm not very good at them. But again, like I was saying earlier, my experience with Dark Souls was if you go left, you die. If you go right, you die. If you go straight, you get cursed, and then you die. It's not a very favorable challenge to reward ratio. Whereas Hellpoint is definitely a lot more linear. And maybe it opens up at some point, but I'm still, like, right near the beginning of the game. And like I posted on Discord, less than half of the people that own that game have beaten the first boss. So I'm already doing better than the majority of people that own Hellpoint. It is kind of a sad thing to see. Where the first boss of the game is such a hard gatekeeper. So yeah, I think it's maybe like this little thing that's sticking out of the ground. Maybe it's part of the crab. That's one of the button cues for the short charge in that room. But again, I'm so unsure of my knowledge base for this game anymore. Unless it's something, again, unless it's something that I actively put into practice when I play the game. Missing jumps by pixels. Hola, Zomha! Oh, come on. Okay. Mistimed a button press or two back there. Heyo. Coincidentally enough, I am wearing my one and only Mega Man Battle Network t-shirt. I really do need to play another one of these games. I don't really want to play the first one again. I'd like to... I'd like to play one of the other ones, but I think I might need... I might need a video game to make that decision for me. It might possibly even have to be in a tournament-style setting. I don't think I got... Yeah, I didn't get it. Trying to remember which of the Battle Network games there's like multiple versions of. It's number 5, I think. Where it's got like the Pokemon Red and Blue versions there. With like Gregar and Falzar or some shit. Thanks, Space Jump. I seem to remember from the short amount of time that I played Battle Network 2 that they changed something about the way that combat works. I don't remember exactly what it is. I just remember it was different than what they did in the first one. Why can't our networks just get along? I've only got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and you're dead, sir. Pick me up. Thank you. Oh, dang, dude. Oh, no. Someone call for help. They're dropping like flies in IRC all of a sudden. Probably should have picked that up. Thought I was gonna wall jump off his face, not land on top of his head. Kinda hoping more than just one of those guys would drop some energy, but whatever. One does not always get what one desires. Hey, Telemorph taken first with a 47.01. GG. Who did you? I've just been bumping up against doors in this run. Jim? Well, we're here. That may take some time during the intermission to find somewhere where I can find some arcade ROMs. So there's a couple of arcade games that I don't have on here that I'd like to have on here. It's just since I haven't actually tried looking for arcade ROMs in a while, I don't know how easy it's going to be to find what I'm looking for, and I'm also not exactly sure where to start looking besides just on Google. Because I don't think Vim's Lair has arcade stuff. I thought they were just consoles. Come on. There we go. Hey, no Rimac knife. Turn my crap off. One out of 5. Fantastic. Need to go through the list, edit the emotes. Or I could just leave it as is. It's fine. There we go. Hey, Tillamorph, thank you for the race. Oh, I need to turn screw attack back on before I forget. Dude, 11 shots before attack number 1. Just gonna keep shooting. Wrong. Baby. Got Timmy. Sounds like Holden and I are a little bit closer than we should be. $55.50. Not bad. Should be a pretty low 58. By the first barrier. Holy shit. There we go. That dot time gets people every once in a while. Come on, man. Look, get in there. We hit shift at the same fucking time. 5806. GG. Probably would have been a 5805 if I would have actually hit enter cleanly instead of hitting shift at the same time. And Holden taking third. Oh, E. Holden taking third. Let's use his full name. They 5832. GG. Wait, there's that dry spot on the tip of that marker. And before I forget, I did get third place in series. Haha. GG. Save the kills, kill the frames. Oh, wow. That's a full squid. He's just not in the right order. Damn, dude, I still need to remake the Squid Slots Bestiary. It's such a dopey thing to have, but I think it's funny. Got croc time. Oh, right. Under 7 minutes in LN. And right at 7 for Turian. And 69 charge shots. Haha. We did it. We bring the good croc time to life. Thank you for video game. Air Force! Yes, sir. Well, I was gonna search for something on Google, but I got distracted by clickbait. The only 5 horror movies on the IMDb Top 250 list. Okay. Surprise me, IMDb. Oh shit, do I have to actually read this article and they're not gonna give me, like, a list? Oh, well, good. That means I don't need to read this clickbait garbage. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That, Vim's Lair doesn't have arcade stuff. I do have PS1. Now all I need to do is remember the name of that game. Or maybe they don't have it, because it looks like they just have US PlayStation 1 games. "10 dumbest action movies of all time." Dude, one of these days they're gonna stop making up lists just to rag on the Doom movie. Like, dude, that movie was not supposed to be good. Everyone was surprised when it wasn't good. PlanetEmu.net. I've been to this website before, though. I think this is where I've tried to download Ninja Baseball Batman before, and it didn't work. Because for whatever reason, Ninja Baseball Batman, like, it doesn't have certain files in the zip, but, like, I could still get it to work on certain instances of MAME. It's so weird. I don't understand at all. Alright, close out of that. And I need to double check something to see if video game science still holds true. Oh, it's R. Okay, well, they're not just instantly killing themselves. I said instantly. Oh, well, hold on. Black had that one won, but then he ended up blowing himself up. Okay. Last time I tried this, all the Bombermen just, like, instantly killed themselves. I gained 12 points. Holy shit. Wow. I'm up to number 30. Actually been gaining points in the past couple of races. Which is different from how it's normally been. Maybe I can get back in the green. Shame about that gatekeeper at number 27. That's gonna probably be a little while before I get back up that far, but still. Okay. So it turns out Bomberman suicide is not exactly exact science. Okay. Does this actually work? Uh-oh. Oh no, this actually works. Well, shit. Might actually have to play this. I'm probably not gonna get to the end. I may have to actually play this. Now this, I think is, I mean, obviously since they're speaking in English here, this is not the Japanese version. So in the Japanese version, instead of cutting right to that guy's face on the TV, it shows Hager's daughter, Jessica, tied to a chair without a shirt on. Still has a bra, but you know, to really drive home the damsel in distress feeling. Also, the one thing that I know for a fact about this game, there is no reason to play as Guy. Guy is mechanically almost the exact same as Cody, except worse. And I think it comes down to hitboxes. And for whatever strange reason, uh, Cody is, like, unreasonably strong in the Street Fighter canon. And, like, no one in that canon can figure out how or why. Tiger always looks like he's wanting to hug someone. Exactly. Guess I'll just put a coin in. Play as Cody. I don't know where my difficulty is set. I also don't know what my inputs are for this game. And I don't know how to do, like, infinite jab strings or anything fancy like that. I know how to push a button to insert more fake coins. Yeah? Okay. Run for the fake coins. Yeah, I always really liked Final Fight 3. It's my personal favorite. Because there was a double tap dash. Really wanted Hollywood to drop a knife. Oh, there's Roxy. Good life. I don't want a sword, I want a knife. Nope. No. That's why I wanted the knife. Just didn't want it in my back. Come in with these jump kicks from further away. Good. Oh, yep. This is gonna be a problem spot. Get equipped with knife. Ah, damn it. This is not quite Jump Kick, the video game. That's a game on Steam. I think the name of it was Tough Law. That is very much Jump Kick, the video game. Where it's almost like if you do anything besides jump kicking, you are putting yourself at risk. Whiskey. Ah. Can we do the stab the side of the screen thing and just kill everybody? Yes. Jump kicking simulator. One is not enough. Good barrels. This fight is probably going to go really, really poorly. Unless I can keep getting in there and fucking throwing him, but I don't think he's going to let me do that. I can't even swing this dumb sword fast enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know this guy's timing. And I don't know his tendencies. But we beat him by credit feeding. Hello, how do I jump over the car? You can jump over this car and attack it from the other side. Why is it not letting me jump over it? Huh. Can't you just walk around it? I don't think so. Thought you were just, like, walking into it. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe you can just walk around it. Since, you know, this is a game where you can walk forwards and... not forwards, but up and down. Yeah, I think I'm just dumb. I just really thought that you could jump over it. Good. Punch the side of the screen. Guess I just didn't see that pipe in the bonus stage. Didn't see all those fists coming in either. As long as they're gonna let me get away with this, I'm gonna do it. Surprise! Cody is good with knife. Almost got people on just one side. Good. No, knife. No! My knife! Sometimes you just can't get that fucking Super Joy out. And a jump kick never even came out. Never even tried. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, this... I need to find the spot. There's a spot you can stand that's like in between those top two flames. But I do not know where it is. So I think I need to just kind of jump through here and just hope that it'll be fine. And I didn't jump in time. And I don't know where these flames are gonna be. Oh my god. It's fucking fat guys, man. See ya. Fucking loser. Don't know why it just let me leave. Oh man. This is a rough game, even when it's not on a hard difficulty. Sometimes you end up in a really bad part of town. It's a lot of grenades. Grenade. Fuck. Oops, all grenades. I can't fucking reach this guy. There we go. Not sure how I didn't hit him with the knife, but... There's a couple of these swings where I really thought I hit him. Okay, but I can just walk up to him and fucking grab him. Don't understand how that boss is filling up his combo meter so quickly. Because he's a final fight enemy and he's fucking cheating. If I can get to the end of this level without credit feeding too much, I might as well just keep going. But this level gets hectic. Especially if you just try to jump past everything. Which, if I could actually get out in front of these jackasses, might be slightly more possible. Okay. Let's not be silly. We have $1? Where's my dollar? A lot of samurai swords, but no dollar. Sitting here mashing the buttons at the same time, and it's not giving me my super joy. Man. Real quickly goes from bad to worse in this game. And then Elgato jumps in from off screen and just ruins your day. Okay. Didn't know there was someone over there. Nice. Nice. Out of here. And up. Excuse me. Just... You don't always move fast enough to deal with the number of enemies that this game will throw at you. And sometimes you can't even take on one guy because he just shows up and wrecks you. And there's Abigail. Damn it, I can't even get a fucking swing out with that knife. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. I just can't use the knife. And I can't turn around while I'm in midair. But I should know that. Alright, race channel is opened up. Yeah, dude, Abigail is the fucking run killer. From me watching Murphigator play this game on its hardest difficulty. Actually, that whole stage is a run killer, not just Abigail. And Murph is really good at this. Like, he has gotten 1 credit clears of this game several times. I think just recently he beat this game just like a couple days ago. 1 credit clear. Meanwhile, I have sunk so many fake dollars into this game already. And I'm only now on the last level. A chandelier's gonna kill me. Just from every possible direction. And one guy sneaks in a rabbit punch. Next thing you know, it's all over. I am definitely keeping an eye on the time. I might be able to do this in 10 minutes. Might. I could also get stonewalled at Belger for the entirety of that time. Because that man is a cheater. It all depends on how hard I get stonewall. I mean, I can just credit feed and beat the game that way. Chandelier. Good slide kicks. Nice hit after I thought I was already dead. This man, getting hit out of an attack just feels so bad. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't think I'm even gonna make it to Belgier. I don't really want to be playing this right up until race time. I want to give myself at least a couple of minutes. Damn. Man. Sitting here mashing the Superjoy input and it's just not letting me get it. My God, we actually made it here. Shame that we're gonna get all this way and not actually be able to beat this guy. Why does it feel like I'm hitting Jessica, not him? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This guy stonewalling me. He's taking so much fucking damage, though. I really should be able to get him. If he doesn't just instantly crossbow me to fucking death. There we go. Actually fucking did it. I'll be right back and we'll get the race started up here. Alright. Alright, we got the part of the cutscene where Guy kicks Cody's ass. And there we go. I'm pretty sure this was the year that I decided to start, start, uh, counting arcade games in my notebook, even though that's just it's massive amounts of credit feeding. GG. It is still technically the first time I've beaten Final Fight, so... Could put it in the notebook, just for that. Because I'm pretty sure I put Sunset Riders in a couple months ago. Give me one of my Marios. Let's take an alternate Mario. GG. Oh, it's one of these. The time and energy is all screwed up. Again, man. What the fuck? About Kirby. Hoyo. But yeah, there is a lot to like about Final Fight. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get consistent enough with it to be good, but I don't think I need to worry about that for a little while, since I only just beat the game for the first time tonight. I never did check the dip switches in the options to see what difficulty I was just playing on. I'm assuming it had to be one of the easier difficulties, because enemies were taking a lot of damage every time I hit them. Like, that was the thing with Belger. It's like, I know I can beat this guy in enough time. I just have to be able to catch him. Luck have, good fun. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. Race will begin. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm trying to remember if I actually know the difficulty that SNES Final Fight is compared to the arcade. I'm pretty sure it's just like set to like whatever Final Fight's normal difficulty is. Kinda feels like I was playing on easy. I would need to rewatch a whole bunch of Murph's Final Fight playthroughs, and then actually listen in to see if he says anything about it. $332. Dang. There's some less areas, and I don't think the SNES supports so many enemies on the screen at once. So the funny thing with that, in Abigail's level, you can get so many enemies on screen that your character will just disappear. Not just flicker, outright disappear. Hey! Final Fight GBA. Which, once again, is... Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I think Final Fight 1 actually has an adjustable difficulty. I think. Yeah, Final Fight's soundtrack is really, really appropriate for the kind of action that's going on in the game. Perfect music for vigilante justice. As compared to like Streets of Rage, or like Streets of Rage 2, which has a little bit more like, a little bit poppier of a soundtrack. Final Fight's music just has some more grit and some more tension to it. And I'm probably not going to remember this properly, but I'm trying to remember one of the big differences between Guy and Cody. And it's the hitbox on either that jumping knee attack or on the jump kick. I think it's on the knee attack, where Cody's hitbox or hurt box, I guess it would be, is like out a bit further. Whereas Guy's is a bit more like recessed into the sprite. So if you do that knee attack with Guy, you're almost guaranteed to take damage. If Murphigator's Belt Scroller Academy video for Arcade Brawlers is still available on Twitch, I'd recommend checking that one out. Yeah, that man knows him some Final Fight. Back up, dummy! And the funny thing is, even though your moveset might seem a little limited in Final Fight, you definitely have all of the tools you need in order to fight that many enemies at one time. Maxim Tomato. Hagar might be fun just because of his throws and just fucking pile driving everybody. Where am I going? But now that I know that I've got a working version of Arcade Final Fight, that's one to throw... Oops. That's one to throw into the rotation every once in a while, at the very least. And the funny thing is, that game is not very long. It's kind of the perfect length for how frantic the action can be. And I think that was the same conclusion that I came to for Final Vendetta. Whereas Jump Kick the video game, tough law. is about an hour long, and it doesn't need to be. Once you get to like the final level or two in Tough Law, it kind of feels like it's overstayed its welcome. Because the big thing with Tough Law is the visual style. Every character doesn't just look like they are made of cut out pieces of cardboard. They are cut out pieces of cardboard. If you haven't seen screenshots or videos of Tough Law, check it out on Steam. Really, really unique art style. But again, I feel like it's just a little bit too long. That being said, first time I played it, I had a blast for a solid hour. Can't complain too loudly. That is like almost the exact same timing that I hit him in the 9. Except this time I didn't completely fuck everything up. Fire! Actually, I'm gonna have to go back and double check a VOD that I was just watching last night from Murphigator's channel. Because I'm pretty sure the one beat 'em up that I'm thinking of is a Japanese PS1 game. And not an arcade game. Which is probably why I can't remember what the name of it is. I thought it was Niketsu something, but it's not a Kunio game. So it's not that kind of Niketsu. And I still would really appreciate if I had a working version of Ninja Baseball Batman on the Wii. That is one of the wackiest beat-em-ups I have ever played, and it is so much fun. cool. The one time I don't have a fucking shot charged by the time I reach that guy, and I end up actually hitting him. Actually, now that I've played Final Fight and Streets of Rage 2, I can comfortably say that I don't think I ever would have gotten around to playing Streets of Rage 2 if it wasn't for the X-Men sprite hack that I installed. Pretty much the only reason why I played that. Still had fun with it, but I think if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably take Final Fight. That being said, I do understand why Streets of Rage 2 is seen as one of the best games on the Genesis. It's just, I personally need a double tap dash in a beat 'em up like that. And it's definitely one of the things that I really, really enjoyed mechanically about Dungeon Fighter Online, back before that game became garbage. Back when it was still a beat 'em up and not an RPG. I'd say back before it became PvP centric, but pretty sure there's always been a large part of DFO's player base that was into PvP. All I know is one night I teamed up with a group of people that were higher level than my character, and I, like, surprised these guys with how aggressive I was. Just charging headfirst into large groups of enemies and just taking them all on at once. And it wasn't even with, like, the fighter moves that are designed for that playstyle. It was, nope, just run in there, jab string, suplex, hammer fist, shockwave. Never even got into the playstyle where you're, like, throwing out chains and, like, drawing all the enemies to a spot directly in front of you. I feel like one of the biggest changes in DFO was the fact that enemies all of a sudden became a lot easier to kill. Like, I don't know if the player characters just became stronger, I don't know if stats were reworked, but it went from being a very combo-heavy experience to almost every enemy just dying in like 1 or 2 shots. And It's really unfortunate because back when DFO was very good, the fucking publishers just decided to pull it from... just decided to pull the game out of America, basically. It's like, yeah, we are not going to be offering this game in America anymore. It's like, what the fuck? And then, you know, a handful of years later, I don't think it was the developer, but somebody else got a hold of... somebody else was able to bring the game back to America. But then it was just like a short stretch of time after that that the game started to change mechanically in a way that I was not a fan of. And other than that, the only other beat 'em up that I've played that has a really solid double tap dash is Final Fight 3. And that's because TMNT Turtles in Time has a double tap dash that doesn't quite work the way you want it to. And then it also has the auto dash mode, which is just terrible. That's the ceiling, Kirby. Let's try that again. I mean, I'm pretty sure Final Vendetta has a double tap dash, but I'm trying to think of older games. Because a lot of beat-em-ups from that era just did not have a dash. And I feel like being able to get in and out of situations quickly is important in that style of game. Slow boy. That's too early. That's too early. I'm only gonna hit him with 2. Okay, this is fine. 32 sprites per line. Ooh, boy. Mm-hmm. Got him. Fucking saved that fight. I know it's been a hot second since I posted that link, but the slow-mo guys video on how CRTs actually work is just so fucking cool. Basically, the TV is tricking your eye into thinking that there's a solid image on the screen. thought I shot, but I guess I was too close to the door. Would have loved to have been a fly on the wall during the brainstorming session behind the very first television. Get in the hole, Kirby. That was the ceiling. Last freaking spike. Buble. Oh wow. I am a painfully bright assortment of colors. Of course, massive river of blood back there. Need to double check the Yeti.com. Check their music store. 'Cause I thought they had a vinyl record of the Lagrange Point soundtrack. I don't think I'd end up buying it because I don't have a record player, but still. Uh-huh. Oh my god, spin jump. Okay. Bad noodles. Yes. Not sure how that last one didn't hit him. That didn't go well. No, come on. Wing. Almost wish they would have used Kirby's normal flying sprite for Space Jump and just not have it spin. But then again, this is a really solid sprite. Don't know if Kirby was on either of my previous tier lists. If he was, he's probably either an A or a B. Oh yeah. Dude, more fighting games need to have that quick special setup that Battle Arena Toshinden on Game Boy has. You press A and B at the same time, and one of the 4 directions. It's as easy as that to do any of the special moves. I prefer ease of access when it comes to video game genres I'm generally not that good at. This is why I liked Smash as much as I did, and still do. Just haven't played it in forever. In the hand. Invincibility candy. Nice, Kago. Nope. Whoa. You're dead. Come on. Oh, come on. Cool. Ugh. Kirby, please. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Oh, there's Firebat taken first with, I think it was a 48.52. GG. Nailed the jump. Let's go. And JC Walk taking second with a 49.42. GG. I put my thing on the thing. Not thrilled about this drop rate. really not thrilled about this drop rate. Uh... That's what I thought. Alright. Well. I think I'm just kind of screwed here. So I'm just gonna have to use missiles. Hopefully I remember to do so. Well, let's see if I remember how to do this right. Get out of the suit. Shit. Okay. So it's not going to be as good of a run as it should be, but at least it's going to finish. And I left my suits off. That was not very smart. Oh my god, dude, we did it. Whew. I am not on IRC. Oh, this baby needs to be covered in onions, man. Let's go. Let's go. $57.28. We can still cut the one with this. Wish they would just let me inhale Mother Brain instead of having to shoot lasers, but this game doesn't know that I'm Kirby. $59.36. GG. Oh my god, we saved it. I thought when I got that one super sniped by a turret that was going to be it. But we got through MB1 with one super left. That did not need to be that close. Oh my god. under 7 for LN. And about 8.5 for Turian. $50 bombs! Oh my goodness. Thanks for 3rd place. I don't remember if I got 3rd place, actually. But I know I got 3rd place in series during the 9. So might as well celebrate that again. Air Force! No, I got 4th place. But still. I justified it. GG. We done did it. We can't celebrate too much. Because that is it for me tonight. As always, a big old thank you to Ponk for hanging out earlier tonight. We've got probably one more big session for LEGO Pirates. So we've 100%ed the original trilogy, and now we're just working on movie 4. And of course, a big thank you to Insane Firebat and everybody else from the SRL races. It's always a lot of fun. Even when the game decides to be rude to me, it's still fun. And for everybody else, thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good night, and I will catch you next time. See ya!